Good morning. I am grateful that I get an opportunity to speak on behalf of the close to 6,000 educators of DC Public Schools. I would like to thank the City Council for the opportunity to also come and speak to you today. I could repeat what I said in last November's hearing before this body about DCPS's budget practices, or I could repeat much of what I've said at the last several budget oversight hearings. It is unfortunate, but not much has changed despite the pleas of parents, teachers, unions, and many, many others. In fact, just take a long look at today's witness list. The number of people signed up to speak today tells me that many citizens are upset and frustrated with the local school budgets. I'm among them. Ultimately, we all want schools that are adequately staffed to provide our students with the support and instruction they need to thrive. That is unfortunately not the case across the district. Achievement gaps are large and persistent and growing. Student truancy and absenteeism are alarmingly high and increasing. We need more educators in our school who are able to build strong relationships with students to help them get back on track. Unfortunately, this budget does the opposite. It cuts needed educators from many of our schools. I find it unacceptable that DCPS continues to willingly violate the law with their budgets. The Schools First in Budgeting law seeks to protect individual school budgets from year-to-year budget reductions. Many schools are struggling to find ways to keep the same number of staff as the current year. Why? It is not 100% clear, but my best guess is that DCPS continues to pass central office costs onto individual schools. What other explanation is there for teacher costs on individual schools to go up 16% when the teacher pay increase only went up 12%? My understanding of this year's budget is limited because DCPS is willingly violating a second DC law, the Open Meetings Act. It is WTU's position, and I hope this council agrees, that parents, students, and educators deserve to know what is in their local school budgets in a timely manner that allows individual schools and teachers, as well as parents, to make informed decisions. The last item I want to bring up today, though I could go on for hours and hours, is the WTU contract. Our city's teachers and students deserve a fair contract that helps to ensure that our city educators are supported. And while I'm sure you'll hear that some of the cuts to the school budgets are because of increases being given to administrators and teachers under the terms of the new contract, I want to remind you that the contract has already expired and that DCPS has largely failed to bargain in good faith with the WTU on the contract, like demanding that we meet at 5 a.m. in the morning and failing to respond in a timely manner to proposals that we put forward. We wholeheartedly agree with the mayor that it takes two to negotiate a contract. WTU leadership shows up at the table for every negotiating session with the district, while the leader of DCPS has only come to the table twice. Unfortunately, it is par for the course that DCPS and the district have a disrespectful and bad habit of signing teacher contracts years after they have expired. This leads to instability of our educators and for funding of our schools. It is also unfortunate that when DCPS does come to the table, they submit proposals that threaten to take away rights that teachers have had since 1968. Most of these rights ensure safe, protective, and productive learning conditions for our students. I'd like to thank many of the city council members of the City Council for attending our negotiation sessions. It has given the Council a real opportunity to see the challenges faced by our teachers in getting a fair contract. I hope this City Council will take action to ensure that the Schools First in Budgeting law is followed and that our students do not see cuts in their schools. Thank you for letting me go over, and I will be happy to answer any questions.